What if GM buried 3 of their best engines because they were too reliable? These motors go for under $2,000 and outlast engines costing 10 times more. The one at the top of this list? 600,000 miles on the original block. No rebuild, but we'll get there. First, let me show you engine number 3, the one that's quietly saving people thousands while everyone else ignores it. What I'm about to tell you got me into an argument with a dealer last month. He swore this engine was outdated junk. Funny thing is, his own shop had 3 of them in the back with over 200,000 miles. Still running. I asked him to explain that. He changed the subject real quick. Here's what's happening right now. Guys are scrolling past 4.3 Vortec trucks on Marketplace like they're invisible. They see V6 and think weak, underpowered, not worth their time. Meanwhile, they're fighting over clapped-out 5.3s with spun bearings and AFM problems, paying 15, 18, 20 grand for trucks that need major engine work before they hit 150,000 miles. Here's what most people don't realize about the 4.3 Vortec. This engine shares its DNA with the small block Chevy, the most proven V8 architecture in automotive history. We're talking about an engine family that's been refined since 1955, exposed to every possible condition, every possible abuse, and it just keeps running. GM literally took the 350, chopped off 2 cylinders, and created something bulletproof. No active fuel management. None. Zero. That system that shuts down cylinders and destroys lifters? Not on the 4.3. No direct injection carbon buildup. You know how the newer engines need $300 walnut blasting every 50,000 miles? The 4.3 doesn't care. Port injection keeps those valves clean automatically. No timing chain guides made of plastic that grenade at 80,000 miles. The 4.3 uses a timing chain setup that'll outlast the truck itself. Just a simple, naturally aspirated pushrod motor that refuses to die. Dealers don't push these trucks. You know why? There's nothing to fix. No expensive repairs, no $5,000 AFM delete kits, no lifter replacements every 60,000 miles, no carbon cleaning services. They make their money on trucks that break. The 4.3? It just doesn't. If you're hunting for a 4.3 Vortec, here's exactly what to look for. Step 1. Target the 2014 to 2019 Silverado and Sierra 1500S. This generation got the updated 4.3 with variable valve timing. More power, same reliability. You're looking at around 285 horsepower and 305 pound-feet of torque. That's more than enough for daily driving and light towing. Step 2. Check for the RPO code LV3. That's the engine code you want. You'll find it on the sticker inside the glove box or driver's door jamb. Step 3. Look for trucks with towing packages. Sounds counterintuitive, but owners who tow tend to maintain their vehicles. They change their oil on time. They service their transmissions. Step 4. Ignore high mileage. I'm serious. A 4.3 with 180,000 miles that's been maintained will outlast a 50,000-mile 5.3 that's been beaten on. Mileage is just a number. Maintenance history is everything. Step 5. Check the transmission. The 4.3 is usually paired with the 6L80 or 8L90 automatic. Both are solid units, but ask about service history. A buddy of mine runs a small landscaping business. Trucks are his livelihood. He needs something reliable that won't leave him stranded. He bought a 2016 Sierra with the 4.3 3 years ago, paid $6,800. Truck had 140,000 miles on it. Everyone told him he was crazy. Buy a V8, they said, that V6 won't last. Today? 230,000 miles. Same engine, same transmission. He's put maybe $800 into it total, and that includes a set of tires. He uses that truck every single day, hauling mowers, trailers, mulch. It just keeps going. His neighbor bought a nicer 5.3 Silverado around the same time. Spent 19 grand on it. Lower miles. Better interior. Guess whose truck is in the shop right now getting a $4,000 lifter job? Not my buddy's. Let's break down the economics. Average price for a clean 4.3 Sierra right now, $6,000 to $9,000. You can find higher mileage examples for even less. Average price for a comparable 5.3, $12,000 to $18,000. You're saving 5 to 10 grand up front on an engine that costs less to maintain and lasts longer. That's money in your pocket. And that's why dealers push the V8s. more profit on the sale, more profit on the repairs. The 4.3 breaks their entire business model. But here's the thing, the 4.3 is great for light duty, daily driving, commuting, light towing under 6,000 pounds. If you need serious towing power, you need something bigger. And what I'm about to show you, this next engine gets disrespected more than any motor GM ever made. Forums trash it, YouTubers ignore it, dealers pretend it doesn't exist. But the guys who know, they're hoarding these things. Last year, I watched a guy on a forum sell his 8.1 for $3,000 because, and I quote, "Nobody wants big blocks anymore." $3,000 for one of the most overbuilt engines GM ever produced. The buyer flipped it into a 2001 Suburban. That Suburban now has over 300,000 miles and tows a 10,000-pound camper across the country like it's nothing. $3,000. Let that sink in. The 8.1 Vortec has a serious reputation problem. People hear big block and immediately think three things: gas guzzler, old technology, parts impossible to find. So they scroll right past these trucks. They go buy a 6.0 or a 6.2 with direct injection and start praying the high-pressure fuel pump doesn't grenade at 70,000 miles. Meanwhile, the 8.1 just sits there, ignored, undervalued, waiting for someone smart enough to recognize what it really is. Here's what the internet won't tell you about the 8.1. This engine was GM's last true big block, the final evolution of a design that started in 1958, 496 cubic inches of cast iron bottom end, forged steel crankshaft, not cast, forged, the same kind of crank you'd find in a race engine, powdered metal connecting rods that can handle 700 horsepower without breaking a sweat. People are supercharging these things and making 6, 7, 800 horsepower on the stock bottom end. GM built this engine to pull. We're talking a 100,000-mile towing warranty from the factory. They were so confident in this motor, they put their money where their mouth was. And the gas guzzler thing? Yeah, it drinks fuel. You're looking at 10 to 14 miles per gallon depending on how you drive. But here's the math nobody does. Let's say you buy a 2024 Silverado HD with the 6.6 gasser. Sticker price, $55,000 to $65,000. Or you find a clean 2005 Sierra 2005 HD with the 8.1. Price, $8,000 to $15,000. You just saved $40,000 to $50,000. At 15 miles per gallon versus 18 miles per gallon and gas at $3.50 a gallon, you'd have to drive over 500,000 miles before the fuel savings catch up to the purchase price difference. 500,000 miles. The 8.1 will do that. I've seen it. The new 6.6? Ask me in 20 years. Hunting for an 8.1? Here's your complete checklist. Step 1. Target 2001 to 2006 Silverado and Sierra 2500 HD or 3500 trucks. Also, Suburbans and Yukons from this era, specifically the 2500 versions. Step 2. The RPO code is L18. Check the glove box sticker or the driver's door jamb. Step 3. Check the coolant carefully. These engines are iron block with aluminum heads, different metals. If someone ran straight water or neglected the coolant, you can get electrolysis issues. Orange or rusty coolant? Walk away. Clean and bright? You're good. Step 4. Listen for exhaust manifold leaks. Start the engine cold and listen for a ticking sound that goes away when it warms up. The 8.1 is known for cracking exhaust manifolds. Not a deal breaker. Replacements are $200 to $400, but use it to negotiate. Step 5. Look for the Allison transmission pairing. The 8.1 with an Allison 1000 behind it is the holy grail of towing setups. That combo will pull anything you throw at it for decades. Step 6. Check the oil level and condition. The 8.1 holds 8 quarts. If it's low, ask why. If it's black and smells burnt, walk away. I've got a customer, long-haul RV guy named Frank, retired from corporate life and decided to see the country. He needed something that could tow his 32-foot fifth wheel without breaking a sweat. He bought a 2004 Suburban 2500 with the 8.1 back in 2019. Paid $11,000. Truck had 90,000 miles. Since then, he's put 160,000 miles on it. Exposed to every climate. Desert heat in Arizona, mountain passes in Colorado, Canadian winters. Total repairs in 6 years? Water pump at 220,000 miles. That's it. $150 in parts and 2 hours in his driveway. He called me last month, said the truck just rolled over 250,000 miles, still towing, still running strong. He told me, "I'll drive this thing until the frame rots out, the engine will outlast me." And he's probably right. Average 8.1 truck right now, $8,000 to $15,000. Comparable new HD truck, $55,000 to $70,000. You're saving $40,000 to $55,000 on a truck that's already proven it can go 3, 4, 500,000 miles. And that's why GM discontinued it. The 8.1 was too good, too reliable. People weren't coming back to buy new trucks. They couldn't sell enough replacements when the original wouldn't die. So they killed it. Quick thing, if you're finding value in this, hit subscribe. It's free, and it helps the channel keep exposing these industry secrets that dealers don't want out there. All right? The 4.3 is a hidden gem for light duty. The 8.1 is a towing legend. But engine number 1? This is the one I've been waiting to tell you about. This motor has a cult following for a reason, and what I'm about to show you is why I'll never sell mine, not for any price. Remember that 600,000-mile engine I mentioned at the very start? This is it. And I need to be specific here, because not all 5.3s are created equal. The one everyone ignores? It's the iron block Gen 3. Engine codes LM7 and LM4, built from 1999 to 2007. Not the aluminum block, not the AFM-equipped versions, the iron block Gen 3. What I'm about to tell you, I learned the hard way, and it cost me thousands. 10 years ago, I bought a 2015 Silverado with the newer aluminum block 5.3. Beautiful truck, loved everything about it, babied it, synthetic oil every 5,000 miles. At 92,000 miles, the lifters collapsed, AFM failure. The system that shuts down 4 cylinders decided to destroy itself instead. Dealer wanted $4,800 to fix it. I sold that truck and bought a 2003 Sierra with the iron block LM7. Paid $3,200. Truck had 160,000 miles on it. That truck now has 287,000 miles on the original engine. Never been opened. I will never buy another AFM 5.3 again. Here's what's happening in the market right now. Everyone wants the 2014 and newer 5.3s because they look nicer, better interior, more technology. So, the 99 to 07 trucks sit on lots and marketplace listings, getting passed over. Too old, too many miles, not worth it. Meanwhile, those newer 5.3s are grenading left and right. Lifter failures at 80,000 miles, oil consumption problems, timing chain issues. The trucks nobody wants are outlasting the trucks everyone's fighting over. Here's what makes the Gen 3 iron block special. No active fuel management. AFM is the system that shuts down 4 cylinders under light load to save fuel. Sounds great on paper. But here's what happens. The lifters on the deactivated cylinders wear differently. Oil consumption goes up, carbon builds up, and eventually, usually between 60 and 120,000 miles, the lifters collapse. That's a $4,000 to $6,000 repair. The LM7 and LM4, all 8 cylinders, all the time. Nothing to fail. Iron block construction. The newer 5.3s went aluminum to save weight, but aluminum is more prone to warping under heat. The cylinder walls are thinner. The iron block Gen 3 can handle abuse that would kill an aluminum motor. Overheating that would warp an aluminum block? The iron just shrugs it off. Simplicity. No direct injection means no carbon buildup on the intake valves. No variable valve timing on most models means fewer things to break. No high-pressure fuel pumps. Just a simple port-injected V8 that runs on regular gas and doesn't care if you're a little late on oil changes. You want to know why dealers hate these trucks? Because there's nothing to upsell. No AFM delete kits at $2,000. No carbon cleaning services. No timing chain replacements. A well-maintained Gen 3 iron block 5.3 will go 3, 4, 500,000 miles with nothing but oil changes, spark plugs, and maybe a water pump. That's not a truck. That's a retirement plan. If you're hunting for a Gen 3 iron block, here's exactly what to do. Step 1. Target 1999 to 2007 Silverados, Sierras, Tahoes, Yukons, Suburbans, and Avalanches. Step 2. Check the RPO codes. You want LM7, that's the iron block for half-ton trucks, or LM4, Iron block for SUVs. Avoid the L59 flex fuel version. Step 3. Pull the oil cap while the engine is running. If you see smoke puffing out, walk away. That's blow-by, and it means the rings are worn. Step 4. Check for oil leaks around the rear main seal and valve covers. Common on high-mileage trucks, but cheap to fix, $50 to $100 in gaskets. Step 5. Look at the transmission. The 4L60 behind these engines is the weak link. Ask if it's been serviced. If the fluid is brown or smells burnt, factor in a rebuild. That's $1,500 to $2,500. Step 6. Rust. These trucks are old enough now that rust is the real killer, not the engine. Check the rockers, cab corners, and brake lines. The engine will outlast the body if you're not careful. Step 7. Drive it hard, get it up to highway speed, mash the throttle. A healthy LM7 should pull smooth and strong all the way to redline. All right, let me tell you the full story about that 600,000-mile engine. Customer of mine, name's Ray, retired trucker. Spent 40 years behind the wheel of big rigs. Knows engines better than most mechanics. He bought a 2002 Silverado 1500 brand new. Base model, work truck trim, vinyl floors, crank windows. Just the LM753 and a 4-speed automatic. He drove that truck every single day for over 20 years, exposed to Minnesota winters, negative 30 degrees, salt on the roads 6 months a year, brutal cold starts. I've been servicing that truck for the last 8 years. Watch the odometer climb past every milestone. You know what I've replaced on that engine in 8 years? Water pump at 310,000 miles, $50 for the part. Intake manifold gasket at 420,000. Common issue on these engines. $150 in parts. Spark plugs and wires every 100,000 miles. $60. That's it. That's the complete list. Last month, Ray came in for an oil change. I checked the odometer. 612,000 miles. Same engine, same heads, same bottom end. Never been opened, never been rebuilt. I asked him what his secret was. 20 years, 600,000 miles. Same engine. You know what he said? Oil changes every 5,000 miles. Regular gas. And I don't beat on it. That's it. No magic formula, no special additives. Just a bulletproof engine and basic maintenance. Average price for a clean Gen 353 truck right now, $4,000 to $8,000. Average price for a 2018 to 2022 5.3 with AFM, $22,000 to $35,000. You're saving $15,000 to $30,000 on an engine that's already proven it can outlast the new ones by 300,000 miles or more. And that's why I said at the beginning, this is the engine GM hopes you forget about. Because if everyone knew the Gen 3 Iron Block 5.3 could hit 600,000 miles on oil changes alone, nobody would buy new trucks. The dealerships would panic, the parts departments would go quiet, the service bays would empty out. This engine broke the business model, so they buried it, replaced it with motors that need AFM deletes and lifter jobs and carbon cleanings. But now, you know. All right, let's recap what you just learned. Engine number 3, the 4.3 Vortec. Overlooked because it's a V6, but it's a small block Chevy in disguise. Reliable, cheap, and dealers hate it because there's nothing to fix. Engine number 2, the 8.1 big block, the last true workhorse GM ever made. $40,000 to $50,000 cheaper than a new HD truck, and it'll tow anything until the frame rusts out. Engine number 1, the Gen 3 Iron Block 5.3, 600,000 miles, no rebuild. The engine they want you to forget. Now here's what I want you to do. Go on Marketplace right now. Search for these trucks. You'll see them sitting there, ignored, underpriced, waiting for someone who knows what they're looking at. That someone is now you. If you want to know which GMC engines to avoid, because trust me, there are some bad ones, watch this video right here. 3 worst and 4 best GMC engines you can buy. And if you want to make whatever engine you've got last longer, check out Hidden GMC Features. You'll regret not knowing sooner. I'll see you in the next one.